Hello, this is Pamela with Junk Journal Newbies, and I just wanted to show you a technique that I have been working on today. So, first thing I did is took a piece of paper. I happened to choose this music sheet, but you could use anything you want. Book page, blank page, anything you want. And then I just grabbed a stencil. I picked this one, but you, again, could use any stencil that has, this kind of this kind of look, but there's so many different ones. Anyway, and then I have two different colors I'm going to work with, worn lipstick and black soot. So I'm going to start by doing it like this. So rub that in, and I'm going to cover this whole sheet with this stencil. And it doesn't matter, if it's the same coverage all over, or if the stencil moves like that, it's fine. You don't have to take any particular precautions. And then see what it's looking like so far. Well, that's hard to tell, but let me show you up close. And then as I go along, I'll show you what it looks like. It's really cool. And then we could do anything we want with these pages when we're done, like use them as tags and all kinds of things, right? Let me show you. I'll show you a couple things we can do when we're done. Okay, so far it looks like this. It's hard to tell. Camera's kind of far away, but that's so you can see the whole process. So we want to try to cover all of it, but again, it doesn't matter that much. You can do it however you want because it's yours. You can use any colors you want. You can make it as light and dark as you want. Whatever you want is fine. So let's go back over here, cover here. Okay, keep going. Alright, I almost got this color. Slow down a little, I'm going too fast. It's really cool. Okay, so if you want to go craft along, just grab a piece of paper and a stencil and a couple colors. It can be any color you want. Okay, so then I'm going to switch to the black and do the same thing. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. Thank you all for joining. I really love having company. And please feel free to ask any questions that you have regarding this or any junk journal related questions would be fine. I'll see if I can answer them. Okay, we're getting there. Alright, let's see. So close. I should probably use a paddle brush for this, but I didn't. So that's that. Alright. It's so cool looking. Okay, so now it looks like this, which is so much more impressive in person than it is on the camera. But I'm going to do both sides because I don't know how I'm going to use it specifically. I know that I plan to make some tags with it as the background, but I could use it as a page actually in my junk journal. There's so many different things you could do. You could fold it into an envelope, you could make a belly band. All the possibilities are there, and they're honestly very endless. So, okay, let's keep going. And you can use any colors. You can stay with one color, but I really like the way that it looks with a couple colors that complement each other. But honestly, you could do it with green and blue, and that would be cool if you were doing something with those colors, for example. Okay, let's see. We're getting there. Uh-oh, I'm so sorry. My dog is barking. Ah. Sophie, no. No bark. We have somebody downstairs talking to my husband, giving us a quote on solar. Trying to see if that makes sense for us. And so she knows there's a stranger down there, and she wants to get out there and get him. So, alright, now we're going to do this side with the worn lipstick. Again, any color is fine, any stencil is fine, any paper is fine. Something with kind of small openings like this would be good, but it doesn't need to be roses, which is what this one reminds me of. Okay. All right. Okay, let's keep going. Thank you all for joining. If you don't know, I have a junk journal group called on Facebook called Junk Journal Newbies, where we do a lot of things. We've just hit 7,000 members, and we've only been going for about 8 months at this point. And we have primarily, it's targeting, you know, for new people, so they don't have to feel so intimidated when they're asking questions. We do a lot of swaps and things like that in there. And so we do have members who've been doing it a while that help us with, look at that, I got stained fingers, help us with answering the crafty questions. So now I have this, which I feel like you can't really tell how wonderful it looks. Alright, so now, which I feel like you can't really tell how wonderful it looks. Alright, so now, let me see, try to measure it a little straight. And I'll do it right there, okay, and then I like to use my knife. Thank you for joining. What's your question, Betty? I hope I know the answer. Okay, so now, let's see, I think I'm just going to do them in half, so I'm just going to measure a little bit right there so I know where to cut, and then cut it. If you don't have a knife like this, I totally suggest it. It's a lot easier than pulling out those big cutters, which I have, or scissors to cut the whole thing, because I can never cut it straight. So, now I have two. We'll make two different ones. Thank you for the hearts. Hello. Thank you for joining. What's the questions? Anybody have any questions? Alright, so I have a base, and I think I'm going to put it on to something a little harder because I feel like it's not thick enough, right? So I could have done that before I cut it, but whatever, I did not. So, but then I lose the coolness. Whatever, that's fine. As I said, I didn't know what I was going to do. Now I've decided to, at least with this part, make a tag. 2 tags. Okay. Now, how many papers do you leave between decorating when making a journal for someone? You know, that's a question by Betty. How many papers do you leave blank when you're making a journal for somebody? Well, I always ask them when they commission me, if it's for someone else or for them, doesn't matter, I say, you know, do you think they're going to use it, or they're going to keep it, you know, more like a memento, or just a treasured thing that they put on the shelf? And then I kind of base it on that. So if I know they're planning to use it, then I'll leave more pages blank. I'll put it right there. But if I know they're not going to, then I fill them up. And one thing you can do, you know, without adding a lot of, sorry, I gotta adjust the camera a little bit, without adding a lot of bulk or what have you is to, let me line that up. I don't want to mess this up. Is to do like a stencil on a little part of it, so that way you still have plenty of room to write, for example. Or if you put a little piece of writing paper, journaling paper inside of a tuck or a pocket, then that gives them more room to write as well. So, but what I do when I start my journaling creation, I start decorating by stenciling usually. I'll stencil like something on every third or fourth page just to get it going, and then I kind of go from there about how I'm going to go on from there. And then ooh, this is looking cool. So let's see. So if you want to leave a lot of pages blank, maybe decorate every third page with something that, you know, like a pocket or whatever, and then on the other pages you can put other things like stencils or stamps that don't add a lot of bulk, and maybe just up in the corner or along the top or the side, and they can still write on it. Okay, so now we have that. So what I could do and should do is go ahead, since I want to use this for tags, is I'll just cut some more and put them on the back, okay? And you see how I think sort of on my feet, right? I don't know what I'm going to do. I just start going and kind of have a rough idea. I'm going to make some tags, and then I go from there. So, I'm going to try to make sure this is even. That looks good. And, mama. Alright. And then I'll cut it in half. That'll probably work as a marker right there. I hope I answered your question. Okay, now look how this one kind of messed up right there. That doesn't matter. I'm going to fix that right on here. I'll show you. There's so many ways that you can make something better that you're working on. So actually, I should probably put this on something so I don't get a bunch of glue on my desk, right? So glue all the way around, and make sure you get to the edges. You want to have glue all the way to the edges, and that's why I usually kind of go around. Also, you need to knock down the glue so the glue does not seep through onto whatever you're using. Sometimes it will. In this case, I don't know if it will, but I'm just going to be careful that it doesn't, because I don't want to have another thing I've got to make better. So, that's that one, and then I'm going to do this one. Yeah, happy accidents. I know, right? You know that one. Are you also a Bob Ross fan? I sure am. We want to have I belong to a ladies group in my area, and we want to have a Bob Ross painting night, but we haven't set it up yet. And then we can have some of our own happy accidents. Yeah. So my son is so funny. He used to watch Bob Ross with me. Now he's 16. This was a few years ago. And he would just sit there and watch, and we would be so amazed. And we used to have like painting party, family painting nights or whatever. And so I'm just going to rip this off right here so that I can kind of ink it and make it look like I did that on purpose, okay? And this is a little longer, so I'm just going to cut that down. Actually, let me show you another trick. So there's another way besides cutting on some things, like this one. I can just fold that over a little and then use my sanding block. This is a really cool trick if you're not aware of it. It comes right off. And then, honestly, it's probably a good idea to just sand around. It absorbs the ink better if you're someone who likes to ink. And it gives it a little bit of a, I don't know, worn look, right? Which is what I'm always going for, unless I'm making a specific journal for someone. And see how that's getting kind of roughed up? I don't care. I'm going to fix it. And it's going to look like I did that on purpose. You know, like it's old and it's been around for a while. So I'm going to leave that down there. Actually, that would be at the top. And that's fine. Then I'm going to just use my corner rounder that I love. And round that corner. So that's still going to look like it just kind of was old and worn. Okay, and then this one didn't have that problem, so I'll just use this. Lace, buttons, washi, covers everything. I know, right? You can cover everything up. And then it looks like you know, like you did it on purpose. Nobody knows any better. Okay, so now I have this. I think I'm going to go with the black for... If you don't have one of these, this is a really handy tool. Corner rounders. Okay. Old Cottage says... Oh, my eyes are so bad, I can't read it yet. Do you find people commission TikTok or through other platforms you use? Actually, so far it's been people I know through my neighborhood and my family, and a few through the groups. Actually, I have had some people through the groups. I think that's the best way, is not on Etsy. That's my personal opinion. It's through TikTok or YouTube followers or your friends or your, you know, Facebook friends or whatever. That's the best way. In my opinion. Alright, I'm going to use my hole punch. Where's that at? So, I'm going to guess about what the middle is. I think it's about, that looks good. Maybe a little off, but that's okay. I'll finish inking. No, thank you. Okay. Some person is trying to join my live, which to me looks like a guy who, I didn't know him. I don't want him joining my live. I wish they'd stop doing that. I get that almost every time I do a live. Would you like a mod to cover and pin for this live? No, not right now, but thank you so much for asking. Okay, so now I'm going to put a hole in this one too, cover this up before I forget, and it dries out. Thank you everybody for joining and hanging out. It's really nice to have company while I'm doing some crafting. Okay, I think, I don't know, maybe up a little bit. Alright, I think that's about right. Oh, and then I'm going to put some grommets in there. Okay, some grommets. Thank you again. Oh, hi everybody. Thank you for joining. Alright, so now I've got to pick which color. Sometimes I feel like I should wear gloves when I do this because I'm so messy with the ink. That looks good. Okay, and then I need my grommet pliers. Oh, Lizzie says I need to get some of the distressed eventually. I just started my scrapbook journey. Oh, that's great. I know. You know, though, I learned that there's other things you can use to do some distressing. Like, for example, you could use a lighter and slowly, carefully burn around the edges, which people do. That totally didn't work right. You can also use shoe polish if you have that around. You can use old makeup, and then I understand, which I've not tried, but I have old makeup I plan to try out. But you can then put hairspray or some kind of other sealant that you might have laying around if you know, have any other projects you've been working on. And you can use that. Okay, let's see. Okay, these grommet pliers, if you don't know, are fairly cheap, especially if you happen to shop on Temu. Super cheap. So now we have that. That looks cute. And then we can decorate. So now we have to choose what do we want to decorate. And I do have a little bin of random scrap pieces, both fabric and paper. Okay, and let's see. I'm going to grab a few little things that I have right here. I probably got on Temu, but I might have got them somewhere else. I don't know. Oh, Betty Jones says, I'm making a pop-up card for a journal while I watch. Oh, that's great. I love to craft and watch. I love to watch. There's a couple gals on YouTube that I love. I have a YouTube channel too, but of course I love other people who have YouTube channels. Anyway, so one of my favorites is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and also, oh, that looks pretty. And Natasha from Treasure Books, and I don't know if you know about her, but she's so fun to listen to because she has a wonderful accent, and I love accents. Anyway, and she, I'm just gonna try that. Oh, that looks pretty. Look. Oh my gosh, I love it. I think I need a little more tape there, or a little more glue right here. Anyway, she has a book out about junk journals, so that's really cool. And of course, I bought it because I want to support small businesses. Right? Sophie, no barking. No. She's barking at the... Somebody's downstairs with my husband, and she's barking. Oh yeah, she's great. Well, I love both of those two. Natasha and Pam. They're both awesome. I love Pam because she... Sophie, stop. She... I am so sorry about the dog. She doesn't listen. Anyway, I love Pam because she uses the things you might already have at home, and she shows you really simple ways to do things, and you don't necessarily need anything fancy. And you know what? Natasha does too. Show you the same kind of things, but sometimes hers are a little more advanced, and so I kind of always just go straight to, oh my gosh, that's funny, your dog is answering my dog. That's hilarious. Maybe I'll put this one, oh, I don't know, I can't decide. Right there. Okay, fine. And then I have these flowers. I'm going to see if any of these flowers will work. Open. And that can go right there. I don't want to... I want to put these back because otherwise they'll end up in this other bin where I'm trying to work through that bin too. I have all these bins of things that I'm trying to use. Anyway, if you don't know, I do have a YouTube channel and a Facebook group. Two groups actually, but one of them is called Junk Journal Newbies, where we just hit over 7,000 2 days ago. And oh, these are really pretty. Okay, and anyway, we do a lot of challenges and swaps and what have you, and it's a fun place if you're trying to learn. Oh yeah, I think I'll put that there. About junk journaling, you can do swaps, you can ask questions, and we have some people that are, most people are new, but we have plenty of people that can answer questions, and everybody knows it's a new group and that people are coming there to learn, so everybody's very sweet with their comments, you know. And if they're not, then out. Oh, I can't get this one off. It's so hard sometimes. Oh, happy Good Friday. That's great. Thank you for saying that. So true. Let's see. This one bent down. See if I can save it. There we go. I'm just going to do them sort of similar because that's what I want to do. You know what? I think I might put that one off a little. See how I make sure that goes down. See how I put that off just a bit? That's okay. I want to do that because I want it coming off, and then I'm just going to cut that part off. Okay. So let's say you add, you know, half a stamp, half a sticker. You messed it up. You could do that. Just cut it off. It looks like it. I meant it that way, right? Anyway, it's yours, and no one knows what your intentions were, and who cares? Okay, Betty says, oh my God, I I did it. I did. It never made one before. How cool. It will be back. I gotta get, oh, you gotta go? Oh, I'm so sad you have to go, but thank you for joining. I might be on later. I'm not sure. I'm trying to come on every day, a couple times a day if I possibly can. I can't always do that. These are so pretty, but now I think I need something that's not pink, right? Maybe something in here. Old Cottage says, I find those PET tapes hard to get off too. I know, right? They're so hard, but I love the see-through ones, and then I also love the ones that are kind of, I don't know the right word, but they're not completely see-through. They're kind of shaded or something. All right, let's see if anything in here will look good. These are Tim Holtz stickers, which I love. So let's see. Oh, it's a cute pink one. I think that blends in too much, so I need something else that 1%. No, maybe black. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have anywhere to put that. Okay, put that up there. Oh, that was one of those roses. You better get back in here because otherwise you'll end up in the pile of stuff that's loose that I'll need to find use for. So, okay, let me just glue this guy. Actually, these are perhaps stickers, but I don't feel like fussing with them. So hopefully it'll stay on. So, let's see. Maybe right there. I could have inked that. I think it's fine though. And then I'll take another one. A little ink. So sorry about my dog. She is one persistent little thing. I'm gonna put it kind of, I don't want it to cover my stickers, so. Alright, where did I put that? Now, we're gonna another couple things on there. 2 more things maybe. Or more, I don't know. Sometimes I can't stop myself. I'll just keep going. Okay. Sometimes I don't know when to stop. Right? Just keep going and going. Alright. Alright. Put that in there. And then I don't know if anything in here is going to work, but I'm going to try it. Just check it out. Thanks for joining, everybody. I really appreciate your company. It's so much better to have company when you're on here, you know? Okay. Sorry about my sniffling. I got a runny nose situation. I can't get rid of it. Okay, so let's see if any of these little things will be cute on here. Oh, that's cute. You know, a butterfly would look great. Or some kind of thing like that. Oh, this one's pretty. Let's see. A different type of butterfly. Oh, what do you think? Maybe right there? I kind of like it. Look at it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I think it's cute. Everything can't be pink, right? Something else has got to get on there. Alright, let's put them right there. And then, now that's what we have. So far, so good. Let's keep looking. Alright. Something cute. Let's see. I'm going to save that one out just in case I decide. I might use that, I don't know. Okay, I'll keep looking. Those are too big, too big, too big. What's this say? That blends in too much. Can't even see it. Okay, what's the, no. Oh, those are pretty, but they're not going to work. Maybe. I don't know. Put that up there. Thanks for hanging out with me, giving me some company. Just trying to find a couple more things to put on here. Doesn't have to be too much, you know, but I don't know. Maybe. Oh, that's cute too. No. So many to choose from. Let's see. I don't know. What do you think of that? I like it. Alright, I'm going to put it on there. And then maybe another one over here. Yep. They're kind of similar, but that's okay because they're not even going to go in the same journal anyway, so. Okay. Now I think I'll add, I have this bin. Well, maybe I should put those back first. I'm sorry. I hate to take time to do that. I like to do it after, but if I do, then I'll end up with them in my pile that I have over here in this shoebox. I think it's in a shoebox. And then I'll be trying to get rid of that stuff. Not rid of it, you know what I mean? Like use it up. I hate when it's loose and then it gets mixed in with everything else and then I forget what I even have. And I definitely don't want to forget about these. They're so pretty. So right now we'll put them there. And then I'm going to add something like this. I think some bling of some sort. I should put my paper clip back in my glue. And let's see. What do I have that's... Gosh, those are cute. What do I have that's already open that I need to use? Okay, maybe this. Let's see. Yeah, that I think might help. Try this one here. And then I don't know if you know about this trick, but this helps the things like this stay on. So you have your glue stick, and I use this Scotch Create glue stick. I'm so sorry about my dog. Oh no, she's going at it. I'll put it right here. Sophie, stop barking. No bark. No bark. And now I have this. Oh, now I have actually 4 dogs. They're all small dogs, but the barker is in here with me because my husband's down there talking to a solar guy. And she'll never stop barking if she's down there. And they won't even get to have a conversation. Hi, Vicky. Thanks for joining. Okay. So this, Sophie, no bark. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, she's not gonna stop. Okay. I think one last would be good. Okay. Let's see, that guy. Sophie, no bark. Oh, actually, my other dog's in here too. But one of them anyway, and he's not barking. Sophie, no bark. No bark. No. No bark. Okay, so now I have this. Now they look like this, and they're looking cute, I think. I could leave them just like that, and they would be great, or I could keep going. For now, I'm going to leave them and find a little piece of, see if there's anything in here I can use to, it doesn't go in there, maybe this. Or I really like to use a little strip of fabric, if I can find one quick enough. Or I could use this. Let me see how that'll look. I'll try that. So, I will get my scissors. And they're supposed to be my fabric scissors, but not always that good about keeping them. What do you use these cards for? These are just going to be used as tags or journaling cards. So I'm going to have to cut it all the way. You just put it in there, and they're so cute. And then you tuck it in, and it's a nice little addition. You don't really have to use them for any real specific thing. Can I rip it now, I wonder? Okay. And then I think half is good. I'll use half in each one of these. And let's see. I like to fold them in half. And then push this part through. And sometimes I need something to poke it through, like this. I'll just grab anything and stick it through enough so that I can get it. Okay, and then I pull it through enough so I can put these through there. Actually, this does look pretty. And now I have this. So now it looks like this. Cute. I'll do this one. I'd show you what it would look like in a journal, but what happened to this one? I don't have one that's the right color or big enough. I think I'll use a white one actually instead. Looks pretty. Okay, and my grommet pliers. And do this. No, Sophie, no bark. No bark. No, no bark. Stop. No bark. She's not a good listener. Hey, no bark. Sophie. She's adorable, though. I think she's spoiled, and that's why she acts like that. On the thing. It's okay. I'll come out in a minute. I guess my husband's done with the thing. Okay, so now we have this. So I need to start a bigger journal. I actually probably need to start a couple, because I have a couple commissioned that I'm working on right now. Sophie, stop. Stop. It's hard to listen. Stop. You stop. Alright, so this is what we have. So that's a cute process to make pretty background for anything. You can use these for anything. And so I just thought I'd show you. If you don't have pretty cardstock and you just have, I used this kind of music paper, but you could use any paper. And you could use any stencil, and you can use any colors. So thank you for joining me. And I need to go because I got to find out what happened with my husband's meeting. So thank you so much, and happy crafting. Sophie, you're about